Hello Shenanigamers, and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We're going to be doing several episodes back to back right off the bat, so if you've entered any names in the comments, don't worry, we've seen them, I've seen them, I'm going to add them to the list. Give it a few episodes, it's going to take a little time. However, as of right now, I'm going to go ahead and embark on the next mission. A strange glow at the farmstead. The comet's impact was felt here in the hamlet. The great impact toppled gravestones and kicked up a cloud of dust that covered the entire region. When it finally settled, an eerie miasma was seen to spread from the mill. It distorted the rules of time and space far beyond imagining. Venture to the miller's farm to see what has been done. We're not going to go there just yet. Instead, we're going to check out these areas that we've discovered here. We have the ruins unlocked, so we can do another scouting mission. We can do some medium scouting missions, a short one, or a short skirmishing mission, where we have to complete 100% of the different room battles. We can get some busts from these missions, some crests from these missions. Each of them has coin. The medium missions are going to reward more. And we have Seer Stone as a reward from this one. 15% higher scouting chance at the cost of 1 speed dropping. We have the Medic's Greaves for the Arbalest, which give 33% higher healing skills. We have a Speed Stone, which just simply gives 1 extra speed, and the Damage Stone, which gives 10% higher damage at the cost of 4 dodge. Ditton got pretty stressed out there. But in order to keep things a bit more orderly, we're going to go ahead and try and bring in these new people. So, what can we do with these two? If we take Mathen, they can go into the 3rd slot. So, go ahead and put them here. If we want to take Hatchet, it's likely we'll put them in the 4th slot, if anywhere. And we can use most of our skills in the 2nd position with Ide. So we'll go ahead and bring Ide along. And we'll put them in the 2nd position. We can bring Hatchet, and Ditton can't use anything from the front. So we... If we want to keep things together, I'd like to keep Reynold and Dismas together if I can. So we'll take Reynold and Dismas. And we'll send Ide and Ditton back. And instead we'll take Hatchet and Mathen. So let's go ahead and get another scouting mission done. Now we're going to take 10 food, just in case. We might find some more while we're there. A couple shovels. Take some anti-venom, bandages, medicinal herbs. We're going to take one of everything, even a laudanum. And we're going to take 6 torches, just in case. Ruins. If you live for risk and darkness, by all means, bring few torches.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
The Hero panel. Right-click on a hero's image or portrait at any time to bring up a detailed panel showing all of the hero's quirks, skills, and resistances. Yes, we have done that before, and we can click on the portrait, or in these menus we can right-click on the actual character themselves as well. However, there are also these camping skills that we haven't gone over yet, but those will be addressed if we go on longer missions. Short missions, we can get by without camping. Now, let's have a look at this map. We have to explore 90% of these rooms. There's 9 rooms in total, so we have to scout at least 8 of them. Or rather, we start in this room, and there's 8 rooms unexplored, so we have to scout at least 7 of them. So let's go ahead and start moving down here, and I'm thinking we go down, we head all the way to the left, all the way up, and to the right, and then we can stop at that bottom room if we want to. If we're in a good state by then. But first we gotta get through these guys. Now, let's go ahead and get this started. We have bone rabbles and an arbalest. None of them have any protection, so we don't need to worry about bleeds or anything like that. And no one's injured yet, so reconstruction isn't necessarily something we have to worry about here. But we can go ahead and use the Damon's Pull to try and bring this Arbalest up front. We resisted it. We still got some damage in them. So let's go ahead and use Tracking. And now we can use Invigorating Vapors. We'll use those here. That affects the whole party.
A brilliant confluence
Ups
of
their dodge by
skill
3.
and purpose.
Very nice. Indeed. And now we can go ahead and use Smite on this one.
Another one falls.
Knocks him down. Nice dodge. And a nice dodge. That's exactly why we use those vapors. We'll go ahead and try a pistol shot at this one in the back. Knock that health down a bit more. Try to pull them up to the front again. Now they're within distance of Reynold. Let's go ahead and get those vapors back up again. Keep stacking that up, because that does in fact stack on itself. It builds
How
up.
quickly the tide turns.
Didn't quite work there. But it definitely helps. So we're going to go ahead and smite the Arbalest.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
Don't have to worry about that anymore. Now we can take out the Bone Rabble. Oh. Just want to make sure we get that one going.
Confidence
And
surges as the enemy
Antiquarian
crumbles.
picks up the kill.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Minor Antiques, a minor collectible worth money in bunches. And that's something that the Antiquarian brings to the table. Whenever you have an Antiquarian in the party, there's the potential for them to give you minor or major antiques, which will be something you can sell off for quite a bit of money.
A handsome
Stash
reward
heirlooms.
for a task well performed.
Crests and a minor antique. Let's continue. First room. No battle. No scout. Let's move on to the next then. Let's go ahead and start with a Zealous Accusation here. Get them both while we can. Ah, missed all 3 of them. Abyssal Artillery could be good. But instead, I think we'll go for
Press this advantage.
the
Give
front.
them no quarter.
There's a potential.
Their
Nice.
formation is broken.
Nice one, Hatchet.
Maintain the offensive.
I'll hit the second one. Good job. We'll stab it. They're hurting. Shoot him. Nice crit.
Executed with impunity. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Dim, dark, bright, or day, our task is the same.
Glittering gold.
Wow,
Trinkets
Reynold
and
took all this
baubles.
for himself. Crest,
Paid
emerald,
for in
journal
blood.
page, or some bloody page. Coin, all of it, gone, because he's a kleptomaniac. No one in this room either. It's starting to get very dark here, so we're going to go ahead and use some torches to bring that light back up. Don't want to get surprised by things like that.
Mechanical hazards. Possessed by evil intent.
Decorative urn. An urn holds the ashes of the departed. Here becomes infected by ashes. Picks up a blight, 2 damage per turn. You know, because you were a kleptomaniac before and stole items from us, we're going to go ahead and let you hurt for that. But we're not going to let you die to it. Now, let's see what we can do. We have bone courtiers. Tempting goblets. Which do a bit of damage and a fair amount of stress. Let's go ahead and get the invigorating vapors going.
Inspiration and improvement.
Dismas is looking pretty hurt. Let's get some warrior construction open. Up in here. That'll get him some health. We can go ahead and use Prism of Faith, up the torch, and get some protection. Hopefully draw aggro away from the others. Go ahead and use Tracking Shot, Kirby at the back. And there's some damage on Business. Reynolds gets to dodge that. Go ahead and use Grape Shot Blast. Nice damage. And they hit him with the Goblet. And some more Vapors. Get that dodge as high as we can. Your construction could help here, but there's two enemies at the back now, so Abyssal Artillery has some good usage. We're gonna go for that.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope
We ended
blossoms.
up getting one of them. Excellent. Now, Zealous Accusation at the front takes them down. And the only person left is in the far back. Ah, dodge that one. But we can use this. Oh, 1 health left. Oh, come on. Let's go ahead and heal for 1, I suppose. And I guess we'll start trying to deal some damage to these ports and get them out of the way. It's over for us. It's over. Not yet, it's not. Weird reconstruction here. Heals him for 0 and makes him bleed. Excellent. Exactly what I wanted to happen. Bandaging. Your hero is bleeding. If you wish, you can use a bandage from inventory to stop the flow. Right-click on that bandage while it's the injured hero's turn. Yeah, well, we might as well, considering they've only got a small amount of health left. Use Grape Shot Blast here, try and clear out some of these corpses. Heal them up for 1. Crit heal for 2. Drop the stress by 4. I'll take it. And then smite. Dang it. It's alright. Vengeance. Get some blood. Jade.
Seize this
Don't gleam
momentum.
like rotting flesh.
Push on to the task's end.
Minor antique and some gold. Take it. No scout. We have an unlocked strongbox. Let's go ahead and have Hatchet take a look at it. You get a rare antique, a valuable find worth 1,250 gold each. That's what we're looking for. Nice payout there. We're going to go to the end here, like we said before. Another trap.
Mind that such missteps are the exception,
Bookshelf.
and not the
Bookshelf full
rule.
of old leather-bound books. Knowledge within forever changes the hero. Faithless. That adds a negative quirk. Will not prey or flagellate for stress relief. So we can't really do much with them in the terms of stress relief. They can't go to the brothel, but they can still drink and gamble. They can't prey or flagellate, but they can still meditate. So half the options are essentially off the table. Luckily, it's most of the more expensive options. But unfortunately, the most expensive options reduce the stress that they have by the largest amount. So, good with the bad there. I'm gonna go up now. These beasts will fight harder in the dark. Not they will. Go ahead and eat food. Eat 3 food, right? Because one of you, I don't remember who, stress faster, right? Hachette doesn't eat while they're stressed out. Sack's contents are yours. Should have had Hachette. Open that up. Go ahead. Torch up again. We get more loot out of it if we beat them here. If they're here, anyway. Which they're not. No scout either. Go ahead into the next room. The torch here. We can actually use that for free.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Take down this blockade. and into the next room. Still no enemies. And we get a scout. So we can see there's no battles in either of the next rooms. There's a battle in the hallway here, but we don't necessarily have to go there.
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Stack of books. Stack of literary treasures in an unlikely location. Let's have the occultist take a look at these ones. It has a lasting effect on here. Warren's Adventurer. So Warren's Tactician and Warren's Adventurer means that Mathan now has 15% higher damage and 15% lower stress in the Warrens. Not bad. Not bad at all. So if we ever need to take someone to the Warrens, Mathan is our guy. Now the mission is complete, or the quest is complete, rather. Let's get back to the hamlet.
The shifted corridors and sloped walls of our ancestry are beginning to feel familiar.
Nice big chunk of change there. Over 10,000 gold in total for all those items, and some crests. Reynold and Dismas get some more XP. Reynold gets Demonomania, believes they are possessed by demons. Dismas is now also a kleptomaniac. You're gonna have to try and get rid of that if you can. Now Mathan is also tough. Mathan is shaping up to be a heck of a player.
Though long years may seek to separate them, action and consequence will invariably have their dreadful reunion.
A maddening whine, intolerable. Clouds of mosquitoes and other less identifiable pests continue to descend upon the hamlet with maddening persistence. Illness and irritation abound. New courtyard quest available. We're not going to go to the courtyard just yet either. The blacksmith and the guild are now unlocked as well. So, over here, the guild upgrades our combat skills, the blacksmith upgrades our weapons and armor.
Make no mistake, we will face ever greater threats. Our soldiers must be ready.
That they must. So if we bring someone over to here, we can upgrade the skills they currently have, potentially, and we can even unlock the skills that they don't have. So we can kind of, if we want to pay a little bit of money to unlock those skills, then we can set up whatever kind of build we want on these heroes. And then there's the blacksmith.
The bellows blast once again. The forge stands ready to make weapons of war.
I'm sure it does. With that, we can upgrade our equipment, like the battered longsword and the rusty hauberk that Reynold uses. Let's check the stagecoach for who's new. We have another Crusader, Goel. We have Faceby, another Plague Doctor, and Doai, an Arbalest. Now, we have a Plague Doctor and a Crusader already, so let's check out the Arbalest. They're best from the back, from the 4th and 3rd position. They have Cove Tactician, 15% higher damage in the Cove, and Backtracker, no stress penalty when walking backwards. They also have Tone Deaf, Inspiring Tune, 20% less stress heal received, meaning that they'll get less stress relieved from them if someone uses the Inspiring Tune on them. And they also have Shocker, 10% less stun resist. They have Sniper Shot, a ranged attack that does 50% more damage and has 9% higher crit against marked targets. Suppressing Fire, which hits both enemies in the 3rd and 4th position with a ranged hit, and debuffs them with 15% lower crit chance and 50% less accuracy. They have Ebola, which hits both enemies in the first 2 positions, the ranged hit, knocking them back by 1. And they have Blind Fire, which can hit in any position, the ranged hit. It fires at random though, and buffs themselves with +3 speed. That's not bad. a ranged attacker. We'll go ahead and take that on the team too.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
An interesting dance indeed. But that is going to be it for this episode of Darkest Dungeon. Hope you're enjoying the series. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this and other. Be sure to leave a comment down below. It helps us out a lot. And also leave a comment if you want to get your name up on this roster and have a character named after you in the game. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.